Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since you guys have heard my voice. It's been a really long time, actually, is what it feels like. Maybe not as long as what it actually has been, but I don't know. I've just been incredibly busy. Been taking road trips out of town. I have been to visit family and going through family things and all kinds of stuff. So, plus having children, and I've been doing a lot of nails, making a lot of press-ons for people. So, really excited about that. Just a lot of crazy things. I wouldn't say crazy things going on, but it's just fun. Just having some fun and enjoying life and taking in the small, beautiful moments. Absolutely. So, today I wanted to go in depth in this video on how I make my press-ons, how I prep them, all of that stuff. These press-ons were for a particular customer of mine who I always make nails for. She has been a regular customer of mine for a long time now. So, and she sends me these Vettsy reels all the time. She wants me to recreate them, and I spent all of this money. I spent quite a bit of money on Vettsy products, and I had a haul video and everything recorded, and I needed to edit the video, and I didn't get to it because I had to factory reset my phone because my forward facing camera wasn't working. And come to find out, I actually didn't need to factory reset my phone to get it working again, and I could have just watched a YouTube video and figured it out like I did. And so yeah, there's that. I literally lost all of my nail stuff, which is why you did not see an intro to this video. And oh, it's just been a time. Like, I have just been going through so much lately, and it's very overwhelming. So unfortunately, YouTube was the thing that had to take the back seat to that. But I am back now, and I am ready, and I'm just like in a really good headspace. I'm in a really good mood. I will always take the time I need to make sure that I am okay before I do anything else, and then my children are okay, and then after that, I can do everything that I want to do. But it has just been a time. 2024 has been a little rough towards the end, but I'm definitely looking forward to 2025. So the first few things that I've shown you, so these nail tips are my favorite nail tips. I get them off of Amazon. They are medium stiletto. They do kind of look like an almond when they come. So here I am just showing you how I replace the sticker on my nail stand when it gets a little bit, or it's not as tacky and it doesn't hold it as well. But when you have a fresh nail sticker on your press-on stand, they hold really well. So of course you can also hold it down like I am with my thumb right now and continue to file. But I do like to make sure that these are nice and pointy before I get started, because as you add your base coat, your gel polish, things like that, it does tend to round out the tip of the nail, and it won't be as harsh once you have all the product on there. But then I also go in at the end, and I'll show you how I do that as well. But people have been asking me how I do my press-ons and make press-ons and things like that, so this is my step-by-step for you guys. So after I file everything and I get all of my nails shaped the way that I want to, sometimes you might have to file around the cuticle and round the cuticle out and things like that. But that's another thing I love about these tips, is I don't have to do all of that extra work. They're actually really nice and rounded at the cuticle area. They're a little bit squared off, but they fit comfortably and they just look so natural when you wear them. So yes, absolutely love these tips. And then I went in and I buffed the surface of the nails. And so now that my paper towel obviously is really dusty after that part of the process, I go ahead and clean up, get everything wiped down, put a new paper towel down, and then I go in with a lint-free wipe and alcohol, and then I clean off the rest of the dust. After I use a dust brush, of course, I dust off the nails, and then I clean them with a lint-free wipe and alcohol, just to make sure that, you know, my base coat doesn't get contaminated and things like that. Your base coat is really important, and the reason why I love using a base coat or a base gel, you technically don't have to, but it does provide a nice, smooth, tacky surface for you to work on when you're getting ready to paint your nails. And I just think it helps the gel polish self-level, especially when you're using like transparent gels, like a transparent nude and things like that. It helps it with not being so streaky. I just really appreciate base coat, and it is a good like foundation to get started, and it also adds a thin layer to help strengthen the nail to start off with. So That doesn't mean the nails won't break or anything like that, but with each layer of product, it does strengthen it a bit, since these are soft gels, and obviously they're not going to be like rock solid. They're not like acrylic or polygel or anything, but I personally enjoy using a layer base coat, and then I cure that for 60 seconds. So for this particular set, it does require the Holo Diamond Gel from Vettsy. You could probably find gel polish like this honestly everywhere, but I wanted to use the original product so that we get the overall aesthetic and the look that we're going for. So I went ahead and bought all of like the premium kits on their website. When you go to the Vettsy store Instagram and you click on their post in the description box, it will show you or tell you everything that you need on their website. And then the website, when you go to the website, it has everything included, and you can buy the ultimate kit for things. So that way you have everything that you need to create the nail design. And I think that is really cool and convenient. So of course I went ahead and did all of that. So here is the ombre brush that they included. I really love the aesthetic of this. It's just really pretty how it has like that iridescent look. The clear iridescent, just really love that. And then I just wiped it off with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and a lint-free wipe, and kind of got the bristles all, cleaned out. Made sure there wasn't any packing powder on the brush so that it doesn't get in your gel polish. And then this is just kind of like my OG. I've had this application brush for a really, really long time, and I always go back to it. It's actually from Model 1s, and it came in their color cube, like when they sent me their color cubes for PR, and I have 2 of them, and I absolutely love them. They're really easy to clean, and it has just stood the test of time. So yeah, love this brush as well. But this Holo Diamond Gel is just absolutely gorgeous. But in this, excuse me, of course, we're doing an ombre today. So that being said, there is a way that I apply my gel polish when I want to do an ombre with gel polish specifically. So you can see I started kind of heavy back towards the cuticle, and then I'm just getting a little bit lighter as I fan it out and feather it down with this application brush. And then I'm going to take the ombre brush, and I'm just going to very gently ombre the glitter down. So the glitter is actually really, really easy to ombre. So when I saw this design, I was like, cool, this won't be too challenging. The most challenging part, honestly, about any nail design is trying to repeat the same process over and over and over again. It's literally almost like the definition of insanity because you're just doing the same thing every time. So I don't show you this process too many times because I like to keep things simple here. I don't like to repeat myself too much, and it does get a little tedious if I made you literally watch all 10 fingers. But that's also the nice thing about knowing your customer's sizes and press-ons, is because then you don't have to repeat it 20 times or make a 20-piece set every time because you don't know what their sizes are and things like that, because it does get a little monotonous and a little bit boring sometimes when you're doing the same thing over and over. But I was successful in doing this, so I really, really love this look, and I absolutely love these 2 colors together. So this is the second coat, and you can see, again, I'm just really top heavy, like around the cuticle, where I really don't want to be able to see anything through the Holo Diamond Gel, which is also another reason why I did 2 coats, because I wanted it to be very opaque and not transparent. So after that, I did not put as much on though. Even though it looks like I may have put a lot on the second coat, I did not, because I didn't want to go down as far. So I already have my ombre, and it's actually looking really nice. So I'm going to take that second coat, and I'm going to not pull it down as far, and then I'm going to ombre that down as well, so that it keeps the ombre down below, but it also keeps a nice ombre at the top as well. Now, since this is a chunkier gel polish, it is kind of, it's not smooth at all. So I just go in with the ombre brush as well and just make sure that it doesn't look like really chunky in certain areas where you can see through parts of it here, but not over there, and so on and so forth. So I just kind of smooth that out and even it out as much as possible, but you're not going to get this type of gel polish completely or 100% smooth until you top coat it. And I'll kind of show you a little hack about that with that later as well. So the other color that we're going to ombre is called Barbie. and it's this really, really pretty pink, and it is transparent. And this is another thing, like, this is where I also struggle in decision making is like, do I do 1 or 2 coats? Because I honestly thought 1 coat looked really, really pretty, but when I put 2 coats on, it just blended like really nicely and it just more even, if that makes sense. I also wanted a little bit more of the pink to like stand out because pink, it just happens to be her favorite color, which is probably why she fell in love with these to begin with. But overall, it is a very simplistic design. It wasn't difficult to do at all. You just want to remember as well, like when you're working with gel polish and doing an ombre, just very, very, very light hand. I honestly felt like I almost pulled the pink up a little bit too much, but then when I did that second coat, again, it just kind of evened it out really nicely and everything just blended together really well. Again, I'm just using my brush and making sure like the edges aren't too thick and all the pigment doesn't just like run all the way to the edges of the nail. Otherwise, it looks kind of bare in the middle, but then like really pigmented and colored around the edges. And so I just tried to make everything as even as possible. And I really, really, like I said, I really liked how that first coat turned out, but the second coat just really brought it all together. And yeah, I loved it. So before I cured, I did go ahead and show you guys a little bit of flash action on the Holo Diamond Gel. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I really, really love these. Like, these are so my customer. She's definitely a flashy, reflective, like bright personality with, you know, like just really pretty, like classic designs. So I did go in with this chrome powder that was also included because they did show it in the video. And I wasn't sure, like, I wasn't quite sure how it's going to turn out. So what I did was I went in with some Model 1's top coat and I cured it only for 30 seconds. I feel like Model 1's top coat is a very good top coat to use for chrome powder. It works amazing and absolutely love it. So not only that, but the top coat also protected the gel polish underneath while I tried this step. And I just went and put this pigment powder on like 3 nails. And I don't know why I did it, not knowing like how it was going to turn out. Yeah, and I don't know why I did that. Now, it is really, really pretty, but it took away from the hollow effect, and I didn't really like that. It just did not look the same, and I just wasn't really feeling it for this look. So I did go in with a lint-free wipe and some acetone, and I wiped off all the chrome. And I did not want to leave any behind. Like, there wasn't even a little bit left. I made sure to wipe everything off so that way it was all clear. And when I went ahead and then I buffed the surface of the nail. So because I had that top coat on there, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and smooth out this like bumpy, like here I'm showing you, you can kind of see the areas where the bumps are, where it's not matte, where it's still a little bit shiny. So then I went in with one of my favorite top coats. This top coat is actually not available anymore because the Nail Matrix, she still does nails. She just does not have her online store open anymore. So I'm really sad about that, but I did make sure to get my refills in. So I just use it until the wheels fall off, until I don't have any more, because I absolutely love this top coat. It is the perfect viscosity. It cures really well. It doesn't separate. It's very strong. It's very sturdy. And so this and the Beetles top coat have been my go-to lately. Just really, really love it. Like, you literally can see through it like glass. It just shows everything exactly how it should, like exactly how you put it on. That top coat reveal was just absolutely gorgeous. But here's what the entire set looks like. You can see it like blinging in the light and all the little light flashes with, oh man, it's just really, really pretty. So after that, I went ahead and cured my top coat for 2 minutes. I always cure it in my lamp this way. Then I turn my stand around and cure it in my lamp for another 60 seconds just to make sure that it's really nice and cured. And then after it's cured, I go in and, like I said, I just redefine that shape and get it all nice and crisp again, because I don't know why, I just prefer to file after I top coat. I just I don't want the top coat like hanging over the edges or being bulky or different things like that. So that's why I prefer to do it after my press-ons. And also, then if there is anything under the nail or any other thing that I need to refine and I'm already there, I can do it here at the end. And the next step I also added to my press-ons and making them complete is to file underneath the nail. So these nail tips are actually already pre-etched, but I don't care. I etch them anyway with my with my sanding band, and it has actually been helping quite a bit for retention wise. Like I mentioned, even though they're pre-etched, I was not doing this because of that. And then I started to pre-etch them, and she was like, yes, like please do that because they stay on longer. And so now I just do it for all of my nails, whether they're pre-etched or not. So, or my press-ons that I make for people. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. After I etch the tips, I go in with a lint-free wipe and alcohol, and I make sure to get all the dust out from underneath the nails. I just like everything to be like really clean, looking sharp, nice. These are the press-on boxes, or the way that I like to package my press-ons, because I feel like if a client has a personal box for each set of nails and they have a way to store them, they can buy like a little tote or a little, whatever they want to put it in, and keep everything together and store them in these little boxes. And they can also reuse them, but it also keeps them covered at the same time. So they're not getting all dusty and dirty or falling all over the place or, getting lost. So that's just why I prefer this type of press-on packaging. And yeah, just go ahead and pull the tape off. For some reason, I was really on the struggle bus with this tape today. I don't know what was going on this day. I was watching the video back and I was like, wow, this really took me a long time to get this tape started. Like, I don't know what the deal was with that, but I cannot wait to share with you guys again. I'm really excited. I have some more videos recorded and some things coming up. And I'm also a single mom again, so I've just been trying to readjust to so many things. Like, it's just been really crazy, but it's been fun, and I've just been enjoying my kids and their company, and work has been really busy. So sometimes when I would feel like I would have time to do something in between, nope. My time would just get ate up again. I was like, oh my gosh. So between, yeah, working full time, trying to readjust, but like I said, sometimes you just got to get rid of certain energies and create time and make space for yourself, and just do things that just make you happy, just be happy with life and be content. And, yeah, that's just exactly what I've been doing. So, but getting back to the nails, I do make sure that everything is centered. I do not like my press-ons off-centered, so I try to get them as centered as possible and as even as possible. And they just look gorgeous. They just look gorgeous when my customers wear them. Like, words, I can't even explain how good they look when they're actually on. But I have shared pictures of this customer a lot on my Instagram of with her nails on and different things like that, and they just look so good on her. So thank you all so much for being the best part of my channel. I do not have an outro anymore because, yeah, again, that is ruined. So that is another thing I need to rebuild and restart. So why not? It's a year of new beginnings. So definitely ready for that. But I will see everyone in my next video.